an art attack? This is an art attack. This is Art Attack! Hello there, good to see you again. Hey, have you ever thought of taking a load of old scrap material and designing and building your own robot? Now, I know what you're thinking. If it's made out of rubbish, it'll be rubbish. It won't do anything. It won't even move. Well, that is unless, of course, it's one of these. A racing robot. Not only does it look good, well, for a load of old rubbish, but it moves and it races. Come and have a look at this. To make your own racing robot, you need to collect together a load of old rubbish. Scrap boxes, plastic cartons, bottle lids, tubes, straws, anything you like, any old thing. And when you have a collection like this, start looking more closely at what you've got and just think about how the different shapes can be used for different parts of your robot's body. You're the designer, you invent it. So you can stick two plastic salad type bowls like these see-through ones, together to make a sort of middle of the body. And if you place a lid like this on the top, any old lid, you've got a neck. And maybe these two paper party bowls for nibbles at a party, well, they make a good head if you put them together like that. And then maybe another top there. This is one off a plastic cup, you know, one of those hot drinks tops. There, that's a sort of good chest plate or control plate. And the great thing about designing a robot in this way is that you can make it up as you go along. You can hold all the different things together to see how they look before making any final decisions. And when you're happy with your basic body, stick all the bits together with tape or strong glue. And the idea is to just carry on designing and adding elements to your robot in stages. Now, on this one so far, I've constructed, well, you've seen the body and the head. I've got some eyes up here. These are just polystyrene balls, very light. I've got some drinking straws on stems there, and then you come down the body. For the arms, I've just got sweetie tubes, and I put some newspaper in there to give them the shape, and some cardboard arms or clasps. And just for his legs, well, I've just stuck on some cling film tubes. Now, whatever you decide to use for legs, they need to be nice and sturdy. Car tubes like this are perfect. Now, once you've built your basic robot to this stage, everything but the feet, you need to find two little toy cars that are roughly the same size. Now, you can use these miniature cars or these push and pull cars, you know those ones? In fact, you can use anything you like, and don't worry, you won't be ruining them. These cars are the secret to your racing robot's feet. Now, you need to find something that will sit over them so that the wheels will still show a bit underneath. Now, you can use lots of things for this, so long as the bottoms are open-ended. Boxes are good, these plastic boxes, or even this plastic cup will work. Watch this. I'll just pop my car there, over it goes, and the wheels are still sticking out. And if you can't find a car that fits your box, look at these. That box is too big there, then just pad it out with some newspaper so that the car sits at the correct height, like that. Now, for my robot, I'm going to use two of these cups and two of these cars. And the idea is to just tape it in to place at the bottom like that, so that the wheels just stick out underneath the bottom of the cup. But whatever you do, don't tape up the wheels. And if you use tape like this, you'll be able to get your cars out again easily if you want to. Next, attach the feet to the bottom of the legs so that you have a robot that looks something like that. And take time to attach these feet, make it really secure so that the robot stands in a balanced way and he moves without falling over. Now, use lots of tape or good strong glue for this. And there he is, your basic racing robot, ready to paint. Now, you can paint him however you like and give him whatever type of face and character that you want to. Now, it's best to use acrylic paint as it sticks well to anything made out of plastic. And when you've painted your robot and added any extra detail you want, he looks like this. What I've got here is I've done his eyes up top, and I've painted him in nice bright metallic colours, and all the way down there to his waist, and you can see I've even dotted on some metallic rivets using a gold pen. And there he is, your racing robot. And now, he's ready to race. But watch out, he's got some competition. Why not get someone else to make another one so that you can race them against each other? So off he goes. There he goes. Now, she has been made with one of those pull-back cars, pull back and release. So pull it back and release it, and off she goes. Yep, she's winning. And in fact, you could make a whole family of them. Look at this. You could even make a little one like this. Again, a pull back and release car, and off. Where's he going? And you could even make a dog. Look at this one. And he's powered with a remote control car. And just flick a switch, and off he goes. Still haven't worked out how to steer them yet, though. Try yourself. I think he won the race, don't you? Racing robots.
Oh, that is one of the niftiest art attacks I have ever seen. Hello. Yes, it's me again, the head. Now, remember, the secret to your racing robot is a couple of toy cars. And when they're being secured, use sticky tape so that you don't ruin them. And don't worry if you didn't catch all of that, because you can check out the website for details on how to make your very own racing robot and all the other art attacks in the show. Oh.